support. This is going to be a storytelling discovery session supported by Oracle and Tarot cards. In this session, you may recognize yourself or the persons you are connecting to in the characters. I want you to think of this as an opportunity for reflection and growth. And there's going to be more information to help you on your journey in the description box. Please support my work with a thumbs up and subscribe for more. All right, so we're going to start now with a blessing. Most High, please guide this reading for the highest good of the collective, and please send all negative energy back to the sender. Okay, all right. There we are. Today, this is a kind of unusual topic, but I've just been like getting ideas for topics, and yeah, let's try this one. Who do you need to be careful around? I was finding it hard to figure out how to say it. Who do you need to take care of or be aware of? It's somewhere in between there. And that doesn't mean that it's something bad. It could be actually your partner, right? It could be that your partner needs attention. It could be that there's somebody that has a crush. It could be that there's somebody whose feelings are hurt, but they're not saying it. So it could be anything right now. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just something you need to be aware of with this person, okay? All right, so please choose A, B, or C. And now we're going to move into our reading. All right, we also use the modern day tarot. Okay. All right, so our first group, group A, we have the pig. All right, so the pig is, okay, this is the person, right? This is the energy of the person that you would need to be aware of or take care or be careful of at this point, group A. So it's somebody who, I think this is somebody that kind of like likes the pleasures of life. It's somebody that they do and march to their own beat type of thing. They could be quite like a generous person, down for a good time. But yeah, they live kind of like a more like indulgent type of lifestyle. This could be somebody that is wealthy, could be somebody that has, maybe it's not all the way, it's not like maybe high wealth, but somebody that has a little money, or maybe they like to spend their money on people around them, friends, right? It's kind of giving me that energy. Could be a friendly energy, somebody that's like likes the pleasures and, could be a good time. But this could be somebody that maybe is overindulgent as well. So for some of you, this might mean like a partner. This could be somebody you're interested in or interested in you, or it could be a coworker, friend, all of that. All right, so we're gonna look more at this now. Okay, this pig energy of this person. Like, tell us about this person. Like, how would you know this person? King of Pentacles. It's what I was saying, right? It's somebody who maybe has a little money, has maybe a business, maybe is a established person in their community, maybe has a family. Maybe for some of you, this could even be your partner, right? The moon. Ten of Swords. Okay. So how you would know this person? This is somebody that it almost feels like you don't understand everything about the way they take actions or why things happen the way it did with them. This could be somebody that you felt betrayed you in some way, or you have broken up with them and you just feel like, I'm just not sure. There's so much more here that's hidden. There's so much more that I'm unaware of. Yeah, you could feel like this person could be hiding something. Let's look a little bit deeper. Yeah, it's feeling to me like this is somebody for group A, that the first thing that comes out is that this is somebody that you had an ending with that seemed very it created a big shift in you, right? It caused a upheaval in your life. It was an unexpected ending. You could feel like maybe you're still, because this came out last, maybe you're still recovering from this ending here, but it caused you to see things in a very different way. Is the thing here. This is somebody that I kind of got this energy of somebody, they do what they like to do. It's up to them, right? It's their pleasures that control their behavior. And it feels like that type of behavior could have created difficulties in your relationship. But they could also have been quite a nice person to be around, to hang around. But Ace of Cups, Three of Pentacles, this felt like it could have been like a new connection, like there was an opportunity here. Maybe somebody you were hanging out with. Three of Pentacles, maybe you were a part of a group and you were all kind of like vibing together to see, like, do we all get along? And based on that, it would have led to like more more opportunities to be around them. King of Pentacles with the Sun. This could be somebody that is actually a very big personality. Leo energy and Taurus energy. And it's feeling like, yeah, this is somebody stable, steady, or is able to provide something. Maybe was providing something to you. And could be money, could be resources. They bring this kind of bold energy wherever they go. Okay. All right. So lastly, we have the Moon and Judgment. It could feel like this person could have created some confusion here. You could have started to question yourself in relation to them. And it felt like you realized a lot either about yourself or a lot dawned on you because of your encounter with this person. It's interesting that we have the Moon and the Sun. I just did a reading on the channel where, somebody's meeting, like a sun energy is meeting a moon energy. This kind of feels like that. It's like this big, bold energy, but you have had to go within about this person to make some kind of decision. And maybe it felt like that decision was to end things. Let's see what the moon thing is. Maybe you weren't sure if this person was single. Like it wasn't evident. Maybe they weren't like being clear about that. King of Wands. Yeah, I think could be somebody that you had some kind of real attraction to. It's giving that, like, I was attracted to this person, but something, and it could be this, I wasn't single, I wasn't available. So the way I was presenting was like, I'm able to, maybe being flirtatious, maybe being seductive, maybe doing a lot more than what you'd expect. And then you're finding out that, maybe this person isn't actually single. But I don't want to go to too much detail. Let's find out what you need to be aware of when it comes to this person. Okay, what is it that you need to be aware of, Group A, around this person? If this is like suiting you, if you feel like this is your group. Five of Cups, the Devil card, Ten of Wands. Okay, Four of Pentacles. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. All right. There's a lot here. Okay, so we have the Emperor, we have the World, we have the Six of Swords. It does feel like, okay, this could be somebody that maybe at one time you thought that this person could be it for you, could be like a strong partner for you, could even have been a boss. Maybe this person is somebody that whatever world you're in, if it's work, they could exert a little bit of like a boss-like energy, some kind of control over your world. And it feels like that actually something that is either coming to an end, either you're feeling like you need to bring that to an end, or, and also moving on. Yeah, it feels like moving forward. Ooh, okay. Okay, it's not going the direction I thought, right? There's a normal story here, but I think this could be somebody actually, group A, that what you might want to be careful of is that this person could be somebody that you move into some kind of, or you could be tempted to move into some kind of situation with them. Like maybe you start going out, maybe you start hanging out as friends, and one thing leads to another, and Knight of Wands, Six of Pentacles, you start up something like an affair, right? So it could be somebody like that around you that maybe it's like one of those things of like, will they, won't they? And if you give it enough chances, you could go down a particular route. But we've seen that we're not sure if this person is single. So that would be definitely something to clarify with this person or about this person. Let's see what else we have here. Five of Cups, Four of Pentacles. Okay, this person is somebody that is still hanging on to some kind of hurt about some other situation, right? They're not able to let something go. Like, could be somebody that's still experiencing pain, grieving some kind of other situation. So that would be something to be aware of if things are progressing or, yeah, seeming to get closer with this person. They are carrying some kind of baggage. And now with the Devil and Two of Pentacles, okay, this is, we saw a King of Wands, right? So this could be a lot of like physical chemistry that could somehow become more than that. It could be like enmeshing, and you could feel lost going down a rabbit hole with this person. It feels like their energy is very big, very all-consuming. It could leave you out of balance. It feels like one of those things, like an affair to remember type of thing, where it's just like it would affect you for a long time. Ten of Wands, Page of Swords. There's some heaviness that you might want to just take your time with. As I said, this person is carrying baggage, and there could be some remnants, or it could lead to some kind of either codependent or toxic behaviors that could become quite heavy after a while. So while this person's like really exciting, feels like they would draw you in really quickly, it's something that you're wanting to like be careful with, because this type of energy could unground you, right? It feels like this person's energy might be larger than yours, and you could lose yourself in it, is what is the real message here. But Two of Cups is here. I think this is somebody actually that is trying to manifest some kind of like coming together, coupling. Okay, all right, let's just say group A goes on the path with this person. What should they do? So like, what's the advice for them? Four of Wands, Queen of Wands. Okay, if you are going to connect to this person and become anything more than just like a brief affair, it is going to mean that, one, you have to think about, are you the only person in this person's life, right? So you have to be kind of sure of that. And two, if that doesn't fit you, right, that's one way of looking at this. The other way could be, you are going to have to be just as assertive in this relationship, because this is the type of person that they're used to being like the boss of their life, the boss of their world, their community, right? So you want to almost, you need to match that energy if you're going to be in connection to this person, because it feels like I was saying before, they could be like encompassing, overtake you with their energy. And it's because they have kind of like a bold, fiery energy. I do what I want type of thing. It's not that they are a bad influence or something. It's just that some people have that type of big energy, and you're not going to want to be kind of like passive to this person. You want to be in your own sense of empowerment with them, is what it's saying. Yeah. And then I think then this situation could work. So group A is looking like your situation is like a potential either lover that's returning, an incoming person, maybe around you. There is something about work, bossing energy, work, boss type of energy. Could be something like that. Okay, so let's get the charms for you. Who is here? All right, so Aries, Capricorn, Aquarius, Sagittarius, and this is Taurus. This is Leo, and this is Libra. Okay, so those could be you or your person in Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node. I think there's a lot of like Venus energy here, so you could check that. Yeah. Okay, so that was your reading, group A. If you feel like you relate to that, please do give a thumbs up and subscribe for more. We are now gonna look at group B. All right, group B, you would have chosen the owl, and this is the energy of the person, right? That you might need to be aware of or take care of. It doesn't have to be bad. All right, Four of Wands fell out, so this, I don't know if this is somebody that you could be married to, you are gonna be married to, you should be married to, something like that. But let's see. Let's talk about the owl first. Okay, so this person has a very I would say mysterious energy. They are very wise, they are very sharp, they are very perceptive, they can be very discerning, intuitive type of energy. This is somebody that not a lot gets past them, and if you ever met those people that they just seem to know how to figure out life, it feels like this type of energy, like just like an old soul type of thing. And that person could be aware of you. Like when I look at the all know, it's like this person could be aware of what you are thinking, doing, feeling at this point. Because this person has some kind of like, it's like high priestess energy, some kind of spiritual connection here. Okay. Your person could have like maybe an interest in mysticism or mystical things. All right, so let's see more about who this, how you would know this person. Nine of Wands, Seven of Cups, oops, Queen of Cups, Okay. With the Three of Swords. Okay. Let me just draw the clarifiers now. Death, Four of Swords, Nine of Swords, and Seven of Swords. All right. So a lot of air energy here. This is somebody that it feels like you may have had some kind of ending with Group B, and that weighs heavily on you. So it's not like this is not like I'm so glad to be rid of you type of thing. It's like I'm sorry that we had to end type of thing. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes the weight of the relationship and the things that we carry lead to that. Seven of Cups with the Four of Swords. This is feeling like in the time that you have now been away from this person, or they've been away from you, it's just like, I don't know, thinking about them a lot, like almost like fantasizing about them. Maybe, and with the Seven of Cups, sometimes it's like we're thinking about each other and it can feel like thoughts combine type of thing. Because the Seven of Cups can be that type of energy, like I daydream and imagine things with you, and somehow that thought gets transferred to the other person. So it feels like something got too heavy in the relationship between you two. And now that there's some kind of pause, people might need to be healing. This all energy, this person is very sensitive, right? Very, I would say like a highly sensitive person or personality type. And would need, it feels like if things were heavy, would need some time to kind of clear that energy. Now there is the Queen of Cups with the Nine of Swords. This is somebody that I think is actually very intuitive, but also like very caring. It's like they're able to anticipate your needs in a way, but there's something about that energy of like giving love out that maybe produces in you, Group B, some kind of anxiety. Like, maybe, can I trust this person fully? Because it's almost like sometimes it can be very eerie if you never met or you've not experienced somebody who is like giving, perceptive, empathetic in a particular way. It can make you start to distrust, worry about, like, how do they know this? Especially if you've grown up in, like, if you've had any kind of issue of like dealing with people that you can't trust emotionally, it feels like there could be something here. All right, I want to know about this because the Fool is here with Temperance. It feels like this is a connection that it feels like you might be waiting for a time when you could start again. You could try again with them. Because of this, I don't know what caused this anxiety, this kind of rumination about this person. But it feels like maybe Group B, either they walked away or you could have walked away from this connection. But it's more like we're now waiting to see what happens. So even though there's like an ending, it feels like it's not over, right? It's the appearance of over, but it's not over. Because clearly somebody here is waiting for a day when this could restart. Okay, I want to know about this. Okay, what became too heavy here in this relationship? The Hierophant and the Lovers. This could feel like, one, this is the person that I think I'm gonna choose to be my partner, the person I'm feeling spiritually guided to choose. This could be the person I actually married or I had plans to marry. It's kind of like what I said at the beginning with the Four of Wands card, right? this is some kind of higher level connection, group B. So it's feeling like this is somebody that's not, it's not a bad situation. It's probably just somebody, you probably miss them, is what I'm getting from this. You probably are thinking, it's over, but I still feel connected to them somehow. Let's see the Seven of Cups. Yeah, it's like an energy of like thinking, what if, like, could we be, there's a song, couldn't we please be happily ever after, something like that. It's like daydreaming, you know, what would happen if we could be that. So it's somebody that maybe you are already aware of. So then let's find out, let's go to, what do you need to be aware of them about? Because maybe they are not telling you something, because it all is like high priestess energy, and we already know the high priestess does not say a whole lot. Let's see. Okay, what does group B need to be aware of with this all person? Three of Cups, the World, the Magician. Okay, let's clarify. Justice, Ace of Wands, Five of Wands with a star. Okay. Three of Cups and Justice. It's feeling like, all right, it's some of the things we talked about before. This person might be, this is feeling to me like they want to share something, is how I'm receiving this information. I want to share something that maybe you don't know. It's feeling like something unfair or unjust happened in the time when you guys were connecting. Maybe you know what that is, maybe you don't, maybe they didn't tell you, or maybe you're aware already, but it's like that heaviness that we saw before. What was the unfair thing? Let me just ask here. Queen of Wands with Two of Cups. Okay, this could mean like there's another person that somebody here was connecting to. I want to say group B, maybe you were connecting to another person, or maybe there was another, like another party involved somehow. Maybe you didn't know that this person also really wanted to be in connection to you. The star here, it's like I dream of that too, but maybe I'm pushing what I want away. This is going back and forth between you and them. So it's kind of like, I don't know, you two seem to have some kind of transference of feelings, thoughts about each other. The World and Ace of Wands. This person might have been very excited about you. You might have been very like an inspiration to this person, very illuminating, motivating for this person. But it feels like they might be trying to close that cycle out. Okay, why is that? I think this person might be just maybe hurt, because we did see that Three of Swords, Ace of Cups. Okay, what this person is saying is maybe more that they want not necessarily the thrill of the new, but they want the emotion of the new. Which, what does that mean? They want something which is, you could be dealing with somebody that has like a water sign placement somewhere, like Sun, Moon, Rising. Could have like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces there somewhere. It's like what I prefer, this all person is saying, is like, is emotions which then can grow into something that builds into this kind of like coming together. Not necessarily like the impulsive, fiery connection, even though that's great, it's what it seems like what was happening before, but it's like this person's closing that out. This could be what they're saying is they're feeling is the source of their dissatisfaction with the situation. It's like it's really hard for because this you make this person happy, right? You're like a bright light in their life, but they had to make some kind of judgment call. Is there going to be a new opportunity with us? Is there going to be an open cup offered that will lead to more? Or is this just going to be something that's like a dream that I need to close out? It's feeling like that. Okay, so your person could be very, as I said, they were very wise, so they could approach relationships in a very like mature way, connections in a very mature way, and they don't want the thrill. They don't want the thrills either. Only what they want is it feels like emotional stability, emotional growth, emotional security. That's why I'm saying like this is heavy like water sign, but also could be earth as well. Earth signs tend to like that as well. Magician, 5 of Wands. Okay, this person could be trying to resist. Okay, your person has all energy, so they could be actually somebody that is very able to manifest things into their life, right? You could notice that about them, that they're very able to make things happen. And it doesn't mean that they're using magic, right? It just means that some people are tapped in certain ways. Like you understand how to use your energy, like your hard work, your time to make things happen. But it feels like your person's like, I'm resisting having that happen here because it feels like a big effort for this person to close out this cycle here. So this almost feels like group B. You could be a group that you're wondering what this person was thinking, because it's like they're telling you, no, I'm trying my best to close this cycle out because I'm seeing that the direction of what you maybe wanted, group B, is not necessarily what I am wanting as the owl. So they've had to make a judgment call. Where am I gonna get this Ace of Cups? Because what I'm able to get with group B is the Ace of Wands. And yeah, it's kind of like that. It's just somebody that's like, I know exactly what I want. Maybe this is somebody that's been through a lot. When you get somebody that's like that type of wise or wisdom, it's because they've been through a lot and maybe been through a lot from very early. But they know what they want. You could be with this sun energy. There's like a fire energy, Leo. There's Aries, Gemini, Virgo. Okay, what does this person want? Is like a kind of extra question. The Tower. This person does not want anything that's going to create any chaos in their life. They just want like freedom, to feel stable, to feel like they have everything they need, and they don't want any kind of like major dramatic. This is I would call drama. They don't want drama in their life. I can see that. Yeah, often this type of personality, as I said, is very sensitive to anything chaotic, or so they know what they want, right? And that's why they're so like invested in like the emotional security part. Okay, all right, so I don't know who this is to you. Clearly it's somebody you connected with. Could be an ex, could be somebody you're like a love interest, and it didn't quite go down that path. There's still love, it feels like, but they've had to make discerning decisions, it feels like. Okay, Leo, Cancer, Aries, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Libra. Okay, these could be either you or your person in Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node. And because we have the owl here and there's that moon, this could be somebody that has a moon placement in one of these things I just listed. Okay, so that was you, Group B. If you like this and you feel like you related to what we're talking about here, then please give a thumbs up and of course subscribe. All right, so we're gonna move on to Group C. Last but not least, let's see who we have for Group B. Group C. All right, Group C is the eagle. This is gonna be interesting, I think, because the eagle is such a very interesting animal energy. Okay. All right. Now let's see. Group C. Your person is clearly clever, right? This is whoever this is that is showing up here for you that you might need to be aware of. And as I'm saying, it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It could be a love interest. It could be a boss, a co-worker. It could be somebody that wants to tell you something but can't. You know, it could be anything. This eagle person is very sharp, right? In terms of sharp-witted. Very kind of elevated type of person. This could be somebody that has is able to see things in perspective. So they're very I was gonna say wise, but it's not wisdom. It's it's intellect. It's like I can see things, and based on that type of ability to gain perspective, I then am able to make the decisions in my life. And the eagle is like a top predator, right? So I try to think of this as somebody who clearly knows how to get what they want as well, is part of the eagle's thing. But they're also animals that mate forever, right? Mate for life. So this is almost like this eagle is loyal. There's somebody that when they lock onto their intended mate, that's it, right? So all of those things, let's see how it relates to your reading. All right, so I want to know now, if you are in Group C, how would you know? How would you know this eagle person from your life? Justice. Yes, I was gonna say eagle is like a very air sign type of energy. Queen of Cups, Nine of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and Eight of Swords. Okay, Four of Pentacles. All right, let's look at what we have here for you. It kind of feels like you, Group C, this is somebody in your life that, let's start with the center. This is somebody that there could have been a love connection. This could have been a lover, right? A past lover, quite literally. This could be somebody that also you either were waiting to choose or they were waiting on you to choose them. Something like that. Like, I'm waiting on us to become lovers type of energy. All right, the Queen of Cups is with the Eight of Swords. It feels like somebody who had love, who maybe was in love with you. Maybe it's this eagle person. Felt like there were restrictions, there were barriers to having this progress. So an inability to show their care or affection, not being allowed to kind of develop this Queen of Cups energy. So group C, you could be somebody that you know this person, but maybe you had like a wall up to this person for some reason. And you know, stories are complex and lengthy, so there could be any reason that there is some kind of like distance here. Maybe you already had somebody, maybe you just didn't see this person in that way, or maybe you weren't ready for what this person was ready for. Whatever it is, it feels like, however, this person was waiting on that. And okay, with the Justice and Nine of Swords, you could feel that something has definitely not been fair here in this situation, either to you or to them. And you kind of think about it a lot. It's like something that you keeps you mulling over it. Okay, I think I want to see what that is. But there is the Four of Pentacles. So this could be somebody that you're having difficulties letting go of. Maybe you and this person right now are trying to find some kind of separation energy. Maybe you're finding that difficult right now to separate from them. Okay. Walking away from this person. Maybe this person walked away, or there's a kind of like, we're not giving energy to this anymore. But clearly between the two of you, there's still like a lot of emotions. Queen of Cups, the Lovers, right? It's feeling blocked, feeling like this could have been something else. I was waiting on this to develop. Okay, why were we waiting here? Somebody was waiting on this situation to progress to something like marriage, deeper commitment, but it ended instead of, or it's like an ending now rather than going in the direction of commitment. So this could really have been like somebody that was a partner or an intended partner. Okay, why did this end? Ace of Pentacles. Okay, it feels like a new situation popped up. Somebody is finding the courage to step into their truth about what direction in life they want to go towards, and it's kind of meaning that they have to end a situation. They have to like stop giving to a situation that they've been holding on to, maybe in quiet. Like, so this, I don't know for you guys if you relate to this, but this very specific group C, it's like this could be a very undercover relationship even that somebody has been waiting on. Could be this eagle person, but now there's like a decision to walk away, move away from it, because it's feeling like maybe somebody here is realizing that there's another opportunity that they would rather take. Okay, there's a Queen of Pentacles here. Another, like a partner that's... Okay, so this person comes up as a Queen of Cups, right? This eagle person. So there's another person, Queen of Pentacles, that group C you could be moving towards. And if this is not you, you could flip it. You could be the one that's the eagle person. Somebody in this connection is going towards another person that they see as maybe more clearer. They see them as, or they're seeing clearly. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo here could be. The Queen of Cups, which I'm seeing as the eagle person, could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces as well. Oh, okay. So this would be difficult, right? I can see that this would be difficult. It is leaving one situation behind where somebody did love you, somebody did have like all of this hopes and dreams for you, or vice versa, right? You could have had it for them, but it's like making a new decision. Okay, let's just get one more time. Why aren't you going with the eagle person? The sun, Two of Cups. Okay, now we have another queen, Queen of Wands. There are many people here as a Queen of Pentacles again. Group C, okay, you could be somebody that, with the lovers at the middle of your reading, was trying to make a decision between many people, right? That's what I could say. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. And it feels like the Sun, the Two of Cups. I'm asking why you didn't choose the eagle person. It's feeling like you feel very optimistic, or you feel like you could have success in a relationship that comes from some social group. So I don't know if there's a group of 3 people or a group of friends that you're wanting to pull the energy from, or this could literally be like many people, right? 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups. Oh, okay. Okay. It feels like Group C, if this is you, somebody here, right, in this connection met another person that they see as like the Empress, which is like ultimate, right? It's the ultimate person for you. It's like, that's my person. That's my queen type of thing. And it feels like, having met that person, this person has illuminated a lot for you. This person makes you want to be a partner. And so, okay, it's feeling like you can't necessarily choose this eagle person because you've now met somebody that you feel strongly about. Okay, life is sometimes like that. And I can see how this has been maybe unfair, or feels unfair to this eagle person, because, you know, it felt like they waited on you, and there could be something about divorce here and anxieties. There could be something about something being unfair to them, and them being very worried about it, you being worried about being unfair to them waiting a long time to be like your partner, or for you to choose them not being able to ever like feel like they could express their love to you. Okay, so it's kind of like somebody who's been what's a word that I can use, spurned, advances not really accepted. This could be somebody that you hold dearly, right? Because Group C, I see that you feel strongly that you've been unfair to this person. You feel that you kept this person waiting, potentially, if this is your side. But it's just like, how to say, it's just one of those things. You met somebody else that you feel strongly about. Okay, how does this eagle person feel now? 6 of Pentacles. They feel like they gave, but they were rejected. Like there's a kind of like, I feel rejected. I feel like I lost you, or I lost something here. Okay, I feel rejected by you. I can't have. They could also quite feel like, I'm not gonna give up. Yeah, okay, that's another energy. I'm not gonna give up on you, Group C. This person could feel like, because sometimes this is like, at any cost, I'm gonna get this thing. So it could feel like, at any cost, you're gonna be my person. And okay, that's going in a different direction than I guess I expected this to go. But yeah, it is. The eagle is somebody, as we said, it's somebody that locks on to their partner, and like, you're my partner. and that's it. Like, we're locked in, right? So it's a very loyal type of energy. And yeah, this person could be, let's just say they're having a really rough time with this other choice that you might be making. Okay, how do you feel about if one of you watching here is the ego, how do you feel about the ego? Okay, you feel like this person's been solid in your life. You feel like this person has given you a lot of stability. You feel like they are part of your legacy. You feel like they are a soulmate. Like, you feel like, yeah, okay, so it feels like there's a lot of strong feelings here for this person. So what is the issue? Because what is the issue, High Priestess? There's something undercover, like a secret love type of thing. Group C, what a reading. What a reading. And then I kind of out. Please let me know if this was your reading and if there's something here that resonates. Yeah, okay, it feels like you want some kind of new start. Okay, why do you want the Empress then? Okay. Two of Wands. The Moon. Okay. The Emperor. So it's almost like you love this person, you love this ego person. You've known them a long time. You know, you're loyal to them, but it's like this Empress person it's like you're the Emperor. Like, you're their match. So it's almost like you've unlocked, like, oh, this is actually my match. That's rough. That's rough. Okay, I don't remember what order this was in. I don't even remember what I asked, but okay, why do you want the Empress, the Moon, Two of Wands, Four of Cups, Knight of Cups? It's like something about this situation with whoever this other person is. It's a Queen of Pentacles, Empress energy. It's like it tapped into something deep within inside you, and you feel like that's the direction. Okay, it's something about regretting not saying how you felt. Okay. I think Group C, your reading is one of those that if I dug for like 10 more minutes, like a lot more could come out. And I think I'm going to give a summary here and maybe some advice. The summary is, the ego person is somebody dear to you. It's looking like some kind of understanding or hope that they could be with you because they saw you as their person, Group C. But it feels like you have a fidelity for this person, but it's almost like something bigger switched on for you about somebody else, and it's like you can't necessarily help that. And it's feeling like you're feeling led in that direction. Something about like it has something with growth. It has something to do with, because when this Empress came out, you appeared later on as the Emperor, right? Like their match. Okay, so it's just one of those things, you know. I hate when the people in the readings don't get their person, but it's kind of life, right? The stories come out how they come out. Okay, if you are this ego person, advice for you, Six of Wands. Focus on okay, you thought you were going to be recognized by your person, but it feels like there's heartbreak. Yeah, okay, this is what it's saying. You might have to just wait a little bit longer. It's not over for you. It's not like this is your only chance, right? So if you feel that, don't feel that way, even though it's hard. It's telling you that there's gonna be a time for you. Six of Wands, Temperance. You're definitely gonna have your success. But it's just gonna take a little bit of time. This person wasn't your person, even though you thought that this wasn't your person. Queen of Swords, Three of Swords. Okay, I see this Queen of Swords as this eagle person, a very perceptive, sharp, smart individual. But this person hurt you, and you don't necessarily want to choose that type of thing, right? You want to choose the person that chooses you back. All right, so if you are, who was it? The Emperor person, right? The person that's the love interest of the eagle. What's your advice? The Fool. Okay, there is a new beginning here, and I think you knew that. I think that's why you are kind of fixated on this Empress person, because it's like they represent a new choice, and it's like seeing the potential of that. Like, look at the expanse of, that's what we're talking about. Like, it feels like a relationship that there's like growth that can happen. All right. And there's a kind of side message about the Queen of Swords. Okay, if you are this Emperor person, you did hurt this Queen of Swords, and it's feeling like you have to deal with it in a clean way. Like, you can't keep, there's ways to deal with breakups that keep hurting people. You want to deal with it in a mature way. All right, so get good advice on that. Now, if you are the Empress, right, which is the last person that we saw her, what's the advice for you? Seven of Cups. Ooh. All right, Empress person, you're gonna have it's a decision to make. It feels like you are actually gonna have options. That's interesting. So we have a Queen of Swords that's definitely wanting to choose her Emperor, but is heartbroken by him because he's choosing the Empress. We have the Emperor who is being told to choose the new, which is the Empress. Then we have the Empress now who is being told you have options and you can choose who you like. It's up to you. Your decision. Okay, so what an interesting reading, Group C. Please tell me if this was your reading. Now let's the zodiac signs. The readings are getting so interesting. If you have suggestions for questions, please put them in the comments below, and I will shape a reading out of it if it's there. Okay, so this could be your person's sun, moon, rising, Venus, or North Node, Sagittarius, Virgo, Leo, Libra. What is this? Ooh. What is that one? It keeps falling. Pisces. Okay, Pisces could be strong here because, and it keeps wanting to hide under everything and falling out of my hand. Aquarius, Scorpio. Okay, so this was the reading for tonight. Have a good Saturday, Friday night, and I'm wishing you all the best. Take care. Please give a thumbs up if this was your reading, and of course subscribe for more.